What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we got through the rest of Slateport City, defeated Team Aqua at the Oceanic Museum, and delivered the Devon goods to Captain Stern. We also got to learn a little bit more of Team Aqua's backstory. And in today's episode, we're going to be making our way north of Slateport City towards, what was it called? Mauville City, I think it is. So you might be wondering what I'm doing back in Petalburg Woods. I'm actually kind of backtracking here because I forgot to go through this area now that we have access to Cut. And I really wanted to talk to this lady here. Oh neat, that badge is from Rustboro Gym. You must be a trainer, you should try using this item. We get the Miracle Seed, which we can use to up the power of grass type moves, which of course we have our boy Grovyle as our starter. Will be of very, very nice usage here, especially since his grass type moves at this point still are not very good. Bullet Seed, as you would know if you saw especially the episode where we fought the Dewford Gym, has been a godsend, more so based off of luck, with us getting the higher draws for the amount of times it attacks, with the 2 to 5 set turn range. It's been attacking really more on the 4 or 5 turns instead of 2 or less, or obviously can't be less than 2, 3 or less I should say. But don't really want to rely on that. I'm not sure when Sceptile gets access to moves like Razor Leaf or Leaf Blade. I'd have to look that up off camera, but hopefully in the near future we'll actually start learning some good grass type moves. But in the meantime, at least the Miracle Seed will really help with our weaker grass type moves. And since Grovyle's pretty decently higher level than anything we faced so far, it's kind of made up for the lack of power for the grass type moves. But now the Miracle Seed, we get an extra boost to that. So if you start off with Trico like I did, or if you have like a Lotad or a Seedot or Shroomish, one of those, definitely would recommend going back to grab that if you haven't already. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and sail back to Slateport. And there's actually something I want to start off with before we start heading towards Mauville City. If you remember, we took a quick look at the battle tent, which was in Slateport, and I wasn't sure what we could get there, but I was watching a bit of Chugga Conroy's Let's Play on this game, which when I was watching it, I looked at the date. That thing was 13 years ago, and I really didn't start watching Let's Play till I was in high school, so I wasn't quite in high school by the time he made that Let's Play, but I use his Let's Plays pretty much for any reference that I need. So seeing that thing's over a decade old is crazy to me. But anyway, we want to go to the battle tent, and basically this is a tournament style format where you get rental Pokemon, so you don't have to use file complaint. Okay, TM41. That's like, okay, Torment. Okay, yeah, this guy's very annoying. That's from someone who feels like they say like a lot. Okay, so I want to go ahead and go through the battle tent. So it's basically a tournament style. We get 3 rental Pokemon. We have the option to swap for a different Pokemon after each successful battle. And then we have to win 3 in a row and we get a prize at the end. So I figure we can do this just to show what it's like, and also that's probably going to be the one time we ever see this menu because I'm playing on a ROM hack, so I don't actually have to save like that. So just to kind of show off what it is, I don't know if you can go back and win different prizes for each playthrough. Obviously, I think the Pokemon you get are randomized. So what's nice is that with these first couple, or the first selection, you can actually see the moves, whereas you're trying to swap them out after the battles, you can't see the moves that they have. So here, see here, this Swablu has Peck and Steel Wing, this Trapinch, 9 speed, but the moves are pretty good. Yeah, I'm definitely not using a Volbeat. Ninjask with Fury Cutter could be interesting, and it's going to be faster and everything. Just a regular Zigzagoon and a Tentacool, which we have Tentacool of our own, but this one actually has a water type, so I think the three I'm going to go with here, I'm going to go with Trapinch, Ninjask, and Tentacool. None of these Pokemon should share weaknesses, and we get a decent amount of type coverage, and it's two Pokemon that we haven't even seen yet in this game, so we'll take those three. But like I said, if we want to swap out any of them, we'll see. I'm going to enjoy an egg. We'll see what this guy has, but you can take one of the Pokemon that from the trainer that you defeat. If you want to, you don't have to. So he's got a Lombre, and that's already speaking to me, to be honest with you. And these battles are on set battle style by default, so if and when we take out this Lombre, he'll just send out his next Pokemon right away. It won't say, you know, so-and-so is about to send out, whereas if you're on shift battle style, these are set to set battle style, which we're already used to because that's what we play on by default. See, this is a Tentacool. I need to get our Tentacool with these same moves. Acid is a really, really good poison type move, and then even Bubble Beam, which we can use here on the Graveler. And this might honestly be a 1-hit KO because Graveler has shit special defense, but not quite. Okay, block. Can't escape, which is fine. Your Pokemon also get healed after each successive battle, so you don't have to worry about, you know, strategizing HP or PP for that matter. And Illumise, which I believe is a bug type. I think we should just go right at this thing. You also, I don't think you can use items in these battles, but I could be wrong on that. Let's try Acid. Okay, so he's not an Encore, so that means we're gonna, yeah, we get switched to using Bubble Beam. Encore makes so that, as you guess, you get an Encore the previous move you just used. Okay, this thing's shtick is that it's going to be annoying. Moonlight's going to heal itself. I don't know how long the Encore goes on for, to be honest with you. Does Ninjask have a flying type? No, it does not. Okay. I'm going to switch out to Trapinch here and just go for like a dig or something. Or at least like bite or something, because Trapinch has a lot better physical attack. And of course we're not even going to be able to utilize that because now our attack is greatly reduced. But we are by no means at any threat of losing this. It's just going to take longer than what it needs to, as this thing is just setting up on us. Trying to use Encore again. Thankfully in this, I forgot that Dark is a special type in this game, so actually us getting Charmed doesn't have an effect on the moves we're using right now. But him continually using Moonlight is certainly very annoying. As yep, and he keeps encoring us to use Bite. I'm trying to use Feint Attack, which I think is a little bit more powerful, but it just wants to keep being annoying. Can we get a critical hit, please, or something? Alright, again, Charm. We're using Dark types, which this was before Physical Special Split, so it is a special type. There's a critical. Okay, thank you. And our Encore faded. Just don't use Moonlight, please. Thank you. I think this Feint Attack should do enough to take it out. Nope, not to me. Don't. I could have used Quick Attack. Oh my gosh, this fucking thing, dude. I didn't even realize Trapinch had Quick Attack, which is a great move for this thing because it has terrible speed. Everyone would know Trapinch, and a lot of people that play this game probably catch Trapinch so that they could use Flygon, which is a really good Pokemon. That is its full stage evolution. Yeah, our attack won't go lower. You've literally used Charm like 4 fucking times. I'm gonna try quick attack just for the hope we don't run into Moonlight. Wasn't sure if it'd do enough because we'd had our attack lowered by so much, but there we go. So like I said, you get your Pokemon healed up, and we have the option to swap Pokemon. I'm not going to take anything from his team. I thought about maybe the Lotad, but I'm going to pass on that. I want to go run around. And again, when you do choose to swap a Pokemon, you can't see their moves. So I didn't want to risk like getting a Lotad and its moves be shit. Alright. I was also realizing that because we were using Dark type moves, it was special attack, and Trapinch does not have great special attack, but it has really good physical. So this dig, it gets same type attack bonus, should be pretty powerful. It get a one-hit KO. Sandshrew, let's go ahead and switch to Tentacool here. I've yet to use Ninjask, but that's fine. Gosh, I need that for our Tentacool, man. And a Kecleon, which is a normal type. You know what, just because I mentioned that we haven't been able to use Ninjask, let's go ahead and switch to it. And let's start using a Fury Cutter here. Fury Cutter as... oh, I forgot about its little ability there. It's going to take the Silver Powder, which I honestly don't know what that does. But anyone who has watched my Pokemon Crystal Let's Play would know that we had Fury Cutter on our Heracross, and this thing is going to double in powder with each successive move. Ninja's ability Speed Boost raises its speed after every turn, which is... it's good, but also not, because it has good speed to begin with, so... yeah, but there we go. A Swift Swim would be good too. Yeah, I'm not going to take any of his Pokemon either, so we're going to thug it out with this team that we chose from the beginning. So, third and final battle here. Vulpix, Xatu, Umbreon. So is that your team? If it is, we definitely lead off pretty good. Okay, it's not. You have a Breloom, which... that's kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. Definitely not a good matchup for Trapinch, for sure. Okay, that'll do neutral damage thanks to Tentacool's Poison subtype. And Tentacool has really good special... it sucked up the Liquid Ooze. Oh, that's Tentacool's secondary ability. And I was actually looking at our team. I got pretty lucky with the abilities on our team. So Tentacool's Liquid Ooze, like, as you see there, it does the damage. But that's only a very specific set of moves that you have to be hit with for it to take effect. Clear Body is a far better ability. I checked out our Electrike, and its ability is static instead of Lightning Rod, which Lightning Rod is really only feasible in double battles, and whereas static has the chance of paralyzing an opponent's Pokemon if they hit it with a physical type move. Much better ability there. And I also checked the ability of, or not the ability, the nature of Electrike, and it has another one of the neutral natures. It was docile, I think. So we're getting pretty fortunate. Okay, this Curly is going to be really annoying. Thankfully, we have Feint Attack on Trapinch, which never misses. I'm seriously just trying to set this thing up. We might be better off just going right into Trapinch and using Feint Attack, because it's using all this setup stuff. So I might be dropping the ball here, I'm not gonna lie. can this thing attack or like what's it doing here? I'm waiting for it to... Okay, so she's Calm Mind, Double Team, Growl, but it hasn't used an attacking move yet. So I'm more so just seeing this out and see if it's actually going to attack us, but I also don't want to sit around and wait for it to just continue setting up, so I guess we'll switch out to Trapinch here. Okay, still using evasion tactics. Like I said, Feint Attack never misses, but unfortunately, because this is before this physical special split again, it's going to do special damage, and she has used 3 Calm Minds. So this might not do a ton, but it will do super effective damage, and that did jack shit. So I think we're better off trying to hit it with some quick attacks here. Yeah, he's just setting. Why has he not actually attacked yet? I don't know. This could do decent damage because we had the screeches, and yeah, that thing was just a waste of space. And he has the pre-evolution form Ralts. So I'm just going to go right at this thing. Dream Eater, but that only works if you're asleep. And I think a quick attack should end it off. Okay, well you can't use battle items, but you're not a Mago Berry. Did not even know that was a thing. But if you got held items, those are still in play. And there we go. We defeated the Battle Pass, or Battle Tent Challenge with just the OG team that we selected, so... save our event results, okay. And you get a full heal, which honestly is not that great of a prize for this. But... where do we get to see, like... Okay, whatever. Let's just head out of here. So yeah, definitely not required by any means, but just kind of wanted to show that in case you wanted to go through it. And honestly, it would be more enticing if the prize was better, but whatever. Go in here. You're being watched. You want to go to that little sparkle that just appeared on screen. Ha! How did you know I conceal myself beneath this desk? You're sharp. Behold, for I am the greatest living mystery of a man in all of Hoenn. They call me the Trickmaster. Wahaha, glad to meet you. You've come to challenge my trick house, haven't you? That's why you're here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Consider your challenge accepted. Enter through the scroll there and let your challenge commence. I shall be waiting in the back. So we'll go through the trick house here, which I think is just a place where you can just battle some trainers. And each floor has like a different gimmick. So it's been a while since I've gone through the trick house, so I don't remember what you get at the end. But we're going to find out. And I did not know I drove all out front, but whatever. Thank you for paralyzing me. Really appreciate it. Alright, it's using Sweet Scent, which is going to lower our evasion, which is completely useless in my opinion. And what kind of moves does our boy have here? Yeah, let's switch to Electrike and see if we can take this thing out with him. On-screen debut for our 4th team member here. Does not have good moves to start, but this is going to be a complete waste of time because it's going to restore enough health. I'm hoping it uses like another Sweet Scent or something, or Stun Spore. Alright, use Sweet Scent. Use Sweet Scent. Bastard. Alright, well this was a complete waste of time because I'm going to switch back to Grovyle unless we get a critical, which we do not. Okay. Alright, alright. I could also just slap the experience share on him, but... oh my gosh. Just any way we can prolong this possible. Let's do it. There we go. Alright, well, that's why I wanted to get Electrike some attention there, because why are you so serious? Because, as you saw, we got some decent experience. So, go ahead and heal them of paralysis. Nope. Wrong button. Alright, I'm actually going to give the experience share to Tentacool. And I'm going to keep leading with Grovyle just to get through here fairly quicker, so we don't have to worry about switch training as much. As you see, we just have a bunch of these little small trees in the way, so still got Zigzagoon with us. And yeah, it's not really a puzzle, it's more so just annoying. Because we're going to cut all these little fucking trees down. Alright, looks like you can find some items too, so we'll get through the trick house here and then probably end things off. So I know it's not really making a ton of progress. I wandered into this weird house by accident. Yeah, the trick master's probably like a serial killer child rapist, but that's too dark for this kid's game. Alright, well if I had known you had a Zigzagoon, I would have let it with Makihita, but whatever. And of course, as soon as I put the Miracle Seed on, we only get 2 hits with Bullet Seed. But, like I said, I'd rather have it come through in the high-stakes battles rather than lowly ones like this, so... Can't have it all. Get a level up for Tentacool. And what else you got for me? Another Zigzagoon. So yeah, this would have been great for Makihita, but... oh well. Alright, 4 times. A 5th one would have been nice, but that's okay. Let's just use Pursuit for fun. And there we go. Youngster Eddie. Yeah, you should probably look to get out of here, man. Before the Trickmaster comes back and does something weird to you. Okay, so it looks like that leads somewhere, but I want to go around and grab that item. And also, I thought I saw like a little scroll or something. That has to be a significance, right? There wouldn't be a trainer guarding it if it wasn't of significance. So let me switch Makihita out front. And we'll go ahead and... just who is this Trick Master? I don't know, it seems like these people got here at random, so again, it's making me feel like he kidnapped them. Okay, perfect, Skitty, a normal type, so... as much as I love cats, this Pokemon is not very good, and I'm just going to look to take it out right away. And how does our chubby little Makihita outspeed a little cat? I don't know. And its ability is Infatuation. That is awesome. I love that. Pretty sure Infatuation fades off. Oh, that's how we outspeed, because we have the Quick Claw. I completely forgot. Yep, Infatuation kind of works like Confusion, except you don't attack yourself. Thankfully, we power through it because Makihita ain't no simp. Like, who was it that said that? Archie, the Team Aqua leader? Again, I had no idea that was even a saying pre, like, 2019 or 2020. Thank you for paralyzing me. That's the 3rd time we've been paralyzed in this fucking place already. At least Makihita's to the point where we get a needless critical, where he can take out other Pokemon on his own accord. That's definitely making the training aspect a lot easier. Meryl, this thing's going to be able to take a lot of damage, so I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to Grovyle here. So, as anyone who has ever played Pokemon would know, the experience share works that whoever's holding it gets half the experience of the Pokemon that we defeat, and if we switch out to others outside of just the one that we started with and the experience share Pokemon, the other 2 will split that. So Grovyle and Makihita will split this in half, and then Tentacool will get double what they get, as you saw there. So there you go. found a scroll, which, yeah, like I said, that had to be... Okay, yeah, secret code. I knew I wasn't just backtracking for nothing there. Let's go ahead and cut. And before I progress further, let's go ahead and heal up a little bit, just in case we run into something formidable behind that scroll. I'm also going to... Level 15's pretty good. I'm going to give Electrike the experience share now. And let's carry on. Get the orange mail, which I honestly have no idea what that does. So if you know and if you think it's useful, there you go. Alright, put down the secret code. Trickmaster is fabulous. Okay, this guy's just freaking full of himself. And there we go. Hey, I'm here. Ak, you made it to me. You're sharp. It took me all night to plant all those trees. You almost equal my greatness by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. Fine, you've earned this reward. We get a rare candy, okay. So a decent reward there. Scrub that smirk away. It's much you really think you want to make new tricks to stump you, I will. You may mock me only when you're done. Come back for the next exciting installment. So I honestly don't know what the gimmick of Trick House is, if you come back on like a different day or after you've beaten a certain amount of gyms or something. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but make our way back out front. And there we go. So back to Route 10. Looks like there's just some random trainers out this way. So let's go ahead and do this double battle and grab that item, and then we'll end it off. Let's give Electrike some run, why not? He's at least got Thunder Wave that can use to paralyze someone, so... And he's decently fast, so let's see what he can do here. Alright. Whoa, how'd you get the space this small? Did my guitar's wailing draw you in? No to both of those questions. Well, I guess the other one wasn't really a yes or no question. How did I get into a space this small? I work out and I'm not fat. Okay. Voltorb and Makuhita, so I think our best bet is to use Leer. That'll soften up the Voltorb for the Vital Throw. I don't think we'll do enough for one hit KO, but might get close. Okay, thankfully he's using Sand Attack on Electrike, not on Makuhita. Almost a one-hit KO. I think it'll do enough from just a tackle from Electrike. There's his ability right there, right in front of your face. Yeah, Static, really good ability, being able to paralyze someone just from them hitting us. Thank God he didn't hit. Wow! I was not expecting it to do that much damage. I know he hit a Screech, but still, jeez. Alright, well, I guess Tentacle probably needs more training anyway, so... And there you go, Electrike takes out his first Pokemon. And he gets his first level up, so it's like Christmas in July for him, even though I'm actually recording this on Christmas Eve, so... The kid can rock! Hey, that's what this guy was supposed to say, because he's the rock star. We get 960 bucks, it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what this item is. We get a PP up, so fittingly we're going to end this episode with our PP up. Yeah, I think I'll obviously go back and heal. There's some more berries there, but I'm not really going to look to collect a bunch of berries. I might do some of these trainer battles off camera, just because I don't want to flood you guys with NPC trainer battles, because that's just not worth all the time they take. So anyway, in this part we didn't really make a ton of story progress, but we kind of showed off some interesting features here in and around Slateport City. Alright, so let's go ahead and heal up quick, and then I'll end this off. And like I said, I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so I hope anyone watching this and just everyone out there in general is having a really happy holidays, good times with family and loved ones. Just hope everyone out there is blessed to have a good holiday. So anyway, that'll do it for this part here in Pokemon Emerald. Next time we'll make our way to Marvel City and see what awaits us there. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Goodbye.